those days, man. Overall, still a great day, but man, today was a motherfucker. It was just one thing after another, and it's days like this that your mental fortitude is tested, because although every day may seem kind of repetitive, and you know, I have all this motivational, inspirational shit to say, it's the bad days where you're truly tested. And you know, today was one of the days where I could have just been like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out, or fuck this, I don't want to deal with this. But resilience is the name of the game, bro. And I'm still here. I kind of don't want to go too deep into it, because one, I'm not a complainer. I don't want to complain about shit, although I'm, you know, talking about it. But two, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're gonna get through it. It's just like any other day, and you know, all you can do is just control what you can control. Whatever you can't, it's out of your hands. Just, you know, assess the situation, react, and execute your course of action. All that being said, two things that I want to talk about. I just finished the full Sam pod with Patrick Bet David. If you don't know who either of them are, here's the thumbnail, and then I'll drop the link in the description. I thought it was a pretty good little conversation. You know, I felt like it was like the perfect balance between culture and politics, current events. Very productive conversation. It was kind of cool to see. I mean, they're almost 30 years old, but relatively young guys. You know, talking about their place in the world versus somebody who has already had quite a bit of experience living their life. And I would definitely recommend you take a look. I thought it was pretty interesting. They talk about you know, Israel, Hamas, Palestine. They also talk about the upcoming election year, which, you know, I've already thought it was going to be chaotic, but that seems to be the theme for 2024 is chaos. It's going to be one of the most chaotic years of our lives, and it's going to be interesting how the entirety of the year goes, but especially November. You know, a lot of people are waking up, and you know, we'll see what happens. Me personally, I think if you vote, you know, vote for whoever you want to vote for, but I think we can all agree Joe Biden is he's kind of past his current role. So, you know, no shade to the guy. I'm sure maybe somewhere he's a great guy, but not here. He's kind of like most politicians, kind of two-faced, and you know, they typically only like to say things and not execute, or say things and really it's bullshit. But what do I fucking know? I'm not a politician. I don't really know how the fucking shit goes down in the office, but I can only speak from my perspective, and hope that it's as close to the truth as possible. But that was the first thing. I definitely recommend watching that. Click the link in the description. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was, so supposedly this girl named Ruby Rose, right? I've heard the name. I don't know if she's a OnlyFans girl or if she's a rapper. I thought she was a rapper. She might be. I might be wrong, but supposedly obviously she has an OnlyFans, because that's what I'm talking about. So supposedly she has a subscriber, or I don't know what you call him, a fan, who's been giving her, I wouldn't even say donated, he's been throwing away almost $100,000 on her. And I'm like, bro, in that podcast, they actually talk about how right now, this is the highest percentage-wise of most children born to single females, and along with that, it's the highest percentage of male virgins under 30 that we've had ever in history. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the main one being, I don't know if it's the main reason. I can assume that it might be, but porn. Everybody, no matter what age you are, if you have a fucking smartphone, have access, or internet access for that matter, have access to unlimited amount of women, unlimited amount of porn, and obviously that's not a fucking great thing. Like, I would say in biology they teach you that sex and food are the primary motivators for survival, right? We want to replicate, expand, ensure our gene pool survives, and obviously we want to eat, right? It's going to ensure our survival so that we can have more sex. And now that we have these little devices, anybody can fucking access this shit without any limitations. So with that being said, I don't know how old this guy is, but he's already fucking thrown $100,000 at this fucking girl who don't even respect him. I don't know what channel I saw it on or what Instagram account, but there's a screen recording of her going through all the messages from him that says whatever his name is, OnlyFans fan, weirdo. Like, bro, not only are you fucking being an idiot throwing $90,000 at this woman, but on top of that, she don't even respect you for it. You have all this money, you could be doing so many different things with that. Now, I may be a fucking financial consultant or a member consultant. I wouldn't say I'm a financial advisor. I think that's above my pay grade. But point is this guy can definitely be spending his money doing other things with his money than throwing it at some bitch who doesn't respect him, man. And I mean, if you fucking look at the guy, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but the guy doesn't really look like somebody who, you'd give fucking respect to. Now, don't get me wrong, all humans deserve respect. All life is worthy of respect, but at the same time, bro, you gotta we all judge. You gotta present yourself accordingly, and if you come incorrect, people are not only gonna judge you, but treat you the way you are presenting yourself. And whether that may be right or wrong, I mean, that's a totally different conversation. But the fact of the matter is that people are going to judge you and treat you the way you present yourself. So if you present yourself like a fucking simp fucking guy who is a weirdo according to the fucking girl you're giving money to, like, what the fuck, bro? That is the reason why women think that they can walk over men and are entitled. And it's because men are soft now, bro. Men are soft. Don't get me wrong, I'm very, very grateful to live in America. I'm very grateful for my freedoms. I'm grateful for how easy we have it. But at the same time, I don't know if anybody's seen this little picture, but basically, I think it goes, hard times create strong men create good times create soft men create hard times. And there's a little bit of truth to that. I always it's kind of, I wouldn't say, I don't know what I would call it, but I guess there's a little, running joke, right, about men craving conflict, craving that feeling that we would get from going to war, or serving in our military, fighting, It's these little things that bring out our, I guess, primal instincts, right? But you know, since fucking life is so soft now, we're just creating reasons to be fucking depressed and to be sad for. And part of it is because life is so easy, bro. Like, what struggles do people really have? Like, don't get me wrong, people have hard lives, but if you're not starving, if you got a roof over your head and you got a little bit of money, I mean, you're probably richer than most of the fucking world, to be honest. Now, relative to the fucking people who got like crazy money, again, different conversation, but you know, you're doing pretty well for yourself. And things are so great now that a lot of people are just creating issues out of nothing. And I feel like that honestly is the reason why a lot of these fucking social movements exist and virtue signaling exists, because everybody wants to be part of something, right? We're animals at the end of the day. We want to be part of a tribe. And you know, these movements are almost a replacement for that fulfillment we would receive from cooperating with one another to achieve a goal, from the duty and fulfillment we would feel from serving our country and coming back knowing we won the war. Me personally, I like history. I'm a real big fan, I guess, I don't know if that's the correct word, of World War II. I think that's like I don't know what the word would be, but the prime example of what good versus evil, quote unquote, would be, right? America, fucking eagle screech freedom versus the fucking Hitler, you know what I'm saying? Even though Kanye says that supposedly, you know, there's some good things about Hitler, I think that aside, right? That aside, that's like the prime good guy versus bad guy story. And you know, men lack purpose, men lack aggression. You know, Jordan Peterson once said that just because you're not capable of violence doesn't mean that you're a good guy, right? You being a good guy means that you're capable of violence, but you have the strength to contain yourself and act accordingly, right? Men who are quote unquote stoic are typically seen as strong because they don't allow exterior forces to affect their peace, their calm, their stillness. And you know, the lack of being strong, the lack of being aggressive does definitely not mean that you're a good person. It just means that you're weak. So I don't know what the fuck that guy's name is, but that is a prime example of a weak individual who thinks that throwing money at a woman is going to give him a shot at, I honestly don't know what he was going for, but clean yourself up, bro. If you got that much money to be spending on a woman, how about you fucking invest in maybe some I would definitely not recommend therapy, but fucking therapy, bro. Invest in a fucking gym membership, maybe get some tren, get fucking swole as fuck, and then see when you're in a fucking position where you know you're a good looking guy, you're fucking carrying yourself with respect, then see if bitches like Ruby Rose will give you a response. And I bet you at that time, in the event you become a ladies man, bro, you aren't even gonna want bitches like Ruby Rose. So L porn, L OnlyFans. If you've ever thrown money at an OnlyFans girl, bro, shame on you. Shame on you. You need to fucking stop funding these fucking, I don't want to say it, bro, but don't be funding these whores, bro. They don't you know what, that's your prerogative, fuck it. Do what you want, but I'm not participating in that fucking buffoonery. So you know, if you have OnlyFans, no offense to you, but that is haram activity. Don't yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Have some fucking respect for yourself and carry yourself in a manner that demands respect. And if you face a little adversity, just remember it's a good thing. If you're suffering a little bit, it's a good thing. It's just a reminder that you're alive. Tomorrow will be day 34, and it's going to be back and biceps. So I'll see you in the morning. Fucking sleep tight, bitch, because I'm fucking coming to kill back day. So be prepared. Have a wonderful night.